Hello good people of YouTube. Today we're covering the installation for the 52-inch Ellard Ceiling Fan by Home Decorators Collection. This is an indoor ceiling fan. It's a dual mount fan, meaning that it can be hung on a standard flat ceiling or on a higher angled ceiling with an extension downrod. Has a 17.5 watt LED light kit, and it has a quick slide on mounting bracket to make installation easier, as well as the wire plugs. So before we get started, you want to make sure the electric's turned off at the breaker box and at the wall switch. You want to make sure that your outlet box is acceptable for fan support. It should be clearly marked in there, acceptable for fan support. If you don't feel comfortable with either of these options, please consult with a licensed electrician or a general contractor, or maybe your dad or your next door neighbor who is in the construction business. This is a really easy project. We're going to walk you through step by step, so you should be okay. Oh, yeah. If you like this video and you find it helpful, please click like and subscribe. Our media marketing person is going to hang me out to dry if I don't say that. Yeah, so click like and subscribe if you like. If you want to skip ahead in this video, just use the links below and that'll take you to each individual step of the installation process. So as you can see here, we've already unpacked the fan. We're just going to look at the manual and make sure that we have all the parts before beginning, and that way we don't get stuck along the way. So first off, we have the mounting bracket. The mounting bracket comes pre-assembled inside the canopy with a decorative ring. We'll show you in the first step how to remove the bracket to get started. Next you have the ball and downrod assembly, a decorative motor collar cover. It's going to be 5 blades, frosted glass bowl light shade, a 17.5 watt LED module. This has the bowl cap pre-assembled on it. You have the fan motor, and the decorative cage. This fan also features a full feature remote control. So the receiver is included, as well as the batteries. You're also going to have a wire extension. If you're hanging this fan with an extension downrod, you'll just connect this wire to the wires from the fan and then feed these through the extension downrod. Then you'll have a hardware pack. The hardware pack has plastic wire nuts and the blade attachment screws. So we have all the parts. Just a couple of tools we might need. Some wire cutters and strippers, flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, a small Phillips head screwdriver. If you don't have a small one, that's okay. We like to use a line tester to make sure that the lines aren't live before beginning, some electrical tape, and of course a ladder. So we have everything ready. Let's go! The mounting bracket comes pre-assembled inside the canopy with a decorative ring on the bottom. To remove the mounting bracket, first twist the decorative ring off to expose the screws at the bottom of the canopy. Note the alignment post in the base of the canopy. You'll need a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 screws at the base of the canopy. Loosen the screws enough to allow the alignment post to clear the hole, and then twist the mounting bracket to remove it from the canopy. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. The bracket has 2 keyhole slots that will align with the 2 screws in the outlet box. Simply align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws in the outlet box and then slide to hold in place before tightening. This is just a demonstration. To install the mounting bracket, begin by using a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the outlet box. Then lift the mounting bracket towards the ceiling, aligning the slots with the screws, and slide the bracket in place. Then use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both screws. Before routing the wires and attaching the downrod, you'll first need to loosen but not remove the set screw on top of the motor collar. Remove the warning label and use a flathead screwdriver to loosen but not remove this screw. This fan also features a safety tab on the motor collar that will lock the downrod in place should it ever loosen over time. If you ever need to remove the downrod, push the tab down to unscrew the downrod. This fan is shipped with cardboard motor stops to prevent the motor from moving during shipment. Simply pull them out of the motor housing and discard. Before routing the wires through the ball and downrod assembly, Gently pull the green wire from inside the ball and downrod assembly. Next, place the downrod through the canopy so that the largest opening of the canopy is on the ball side. Next, place the decorative ring on the downrod, making sure that the black side with the slots is touching the canopy. The last piece is a decorative motor collar cover. Place that on the downrod so that the largest opening is facing towards the threaded end of the downrod. Then gently run the wires from the fan through the bottom of the downrod so that the plug exits the ball portion. Gently pull the wires through until the downrod meets the motor collar. Attach the downrod to the fan by screwing it into the motor collar. Once the downrod is screwed in, use the flathead screwdriver to completely tighten the set screw on the top of the motor collar. Once the set screw is tightened, slide the decorative motor collar cover down the downrod until it meets the top of the fan. Now the fan is ready to be hung. Before hanging the fan, it's important to note the tab in the mounting bracket that will align with the slot of the ball and downrod assembly. When hanging the fan, you'll insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the fan assembly until you feel the slot engage the tab of the mounting bracket. This is just a close-up demonstration. To hang the fan, lift the assembly up to the ceiling, noting the location of the tab and the slot. Slide the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the assembly until you feel that slot engage the tab in the mounting bracket. The fan will drop slightly when properly seated. If you have more than one remote control ceiling fan in the house, it's a good idea to change the dip switch settings in the remote and the receiver. The dip switches are located in the battery compartment of the handheld remote and underneath the rubber plug on the receiver. Use a small tool like a small screwdriver or a pen to change the dip switch settings in the receiver and the remote. You can set the dip switches to any combination of up or down as long as both the receiver and the remote control dip switches match. Once the dip switches are set, replace the rubber plug on the receiver and install the batteries into the handheld remote according to the diagrams inside the battery compartment. This fan features a dimmable light kit, but if you'd like to disable the dimming feature, set the light control switch in the battery compartment to O. The factory default is D for dimming. Once the switches have been set and the batteries installed, replace the battery cover on the remote control. When installing the receiver, make sure the flat side of the receiver is facing the ceiling. Before installing the receiver, make sure the fan wires are to one side of the mounting bracket and the house supply lines are to the other side of the mounting bracket. This will make for easier wiring. Insert the receiver into the mounting bracket with the antenna end going through the mounting bracket so that the receiver rests on the ball of the ball and downrod assembly. Begin wiring the fan by taking the wire plug from the fan and connecting that with the wire plug from the receiver. The plugs will snap together when properly connected. Next, take the green wire from the ball and downrod assembly and the green wire from the mounting bracket and twist those two wires together. Once those are twisted together, connect those wires with the bare copper house wire. These are the ground connections. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, you'll take the white wire from the receiver and twist that wire together with the white wire from the house supply lines. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape, and then gently tuck those wires away. Finish the wiring by taking the red wire from the receiver and twisting that together with the black or hot wire from the house supply lines. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all connections are made, gently tuck the wires up into the mounting bracket and outlet box to make room for the canopy to attach. The canopy attaches to the mounting bracket using two keyhole slots on either side of the canopy that will align with the two screws at the base of the mounting bracket. Align those holes with the screws in the mounting bracket and push the canopy up so the screws come through the keyhole slots, and then twist to hold the canopy in place. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten those screws and secure the canopy. You can tilt the fan to make extra room for the screwdriver to access the screws. Do not over-tighten the screws. There will be a bit of a gap between the canopy and the screw head to allow the canopy ring to attach. The canopy ring has two slots on either side that will align with the two screws at the base of the canopy. Align those slots with the screws and then push the canopy ring up and then twist to engage the slots on the screws and lock the canopy ring in place. The blades are reversible with different finishes on either side. Just pick the finish that you'd like to see and make sure that finish is facing towards the floor. The blades attach to the fan using 3 holes in the blade that will align with 3 holes in the bottom of the fan motor. Insert the end of the fan blade through the slot in the side of the motor. Align the 3 screw holes in the fan blade with the 3 holes in the bottom of the motor. Secure the blade using the blade attachment screws. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to start the first screw. Do not completely tighten this screw, as you'll need a little bit of play to align the other 2 screw holes. Insert the second screw into the screw hole and start that screw using a Phillips head screwdriver. Remember, do not completely tighten this screw yet. Start the third screw in the third hole of the fan blade. Completely tighten this screw, and then completely tighten the 2 remaining screws. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blades. Make sure all the fan blade screws are completely tightened to ensure proper operation. Before attaching the light kit pan, remove the rubber band holding the fan wires in place. The light kit pan attaches to the black bracket on the base of the fan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw hole. These will align with the 3 screws on the black bracket at the base of the fan. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save one of the 3 screws on the black bracket, and then loosen but do not remove the 2 remaining screws. Feed the wires at the base of the fan through the center hole of the light kit pan, and align the keyhole slots of the light kit pan with the 2 screws that were loosened on the black bracket. Push up and twist to engage those screws. Then use a Phillips head screwdriver and the screw that was removed and saved and insert it into the standard screw hole of the light kit pan and fully tighten that screw. Then fully tighten the 2 remaining screws. Make sure all 3 screws are completely tight. The LED module connects to the light kit pan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw hole. These will align with the 3 screws on the outer edge of the light kit pan. First, using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove and save one of the 3 screws in the light kit pan, and then loosen but do not remove the 2 remaining screws. Next, insert the wire plug from the LED module into the wire plug from the fan. The plugs will snap together when properly connected. Gently tuck the wires in and lift the LED module and align the keyhole slots with the 2 screws that were loosened in the light kit pan. Push up and twist to engage the screws in the keyhole slots and hold the LED module in place. Then using a Phillips head screwdriver and the screw that was removed and saved, insert that screw into the standard screw hole and completely tighten that screw. Then tighten the 2 remaining screws. Make sure all 3 screws are completely tight. To attach the glass shade, you'll first need to remove the bowl cap from the bottom of the LED light kit. Simply unscrew the bowl cap from the threaded post on the light kit. Install the shade by lifting it up to the fan so that it covers the LED light kit and the threaded post comes through the center hole of the glass shade. Then replace the bowl cap by screwing it onto the threaded post. Be careful not to over-tighten the bowl cap, as over-tightening could cause the glass shade to crack. Simply finger tighten the bowl cap so that it is snug and the glass is not loose. This fan features a 3-speed reversible motor. The manual reverse switch is located on the top of the motor housing. The factory default is switch left to create a downward airflow for use during the warmer months. If you want to reverse the airflow, place the switch in the right position to create an upward airflow and pull warm air from the ceiling and push it down into the room. Make sure the fan is off before reversing the switch. This fan also features a full function remote control. To turn the fan and light off at the same time, press the power button. The fan has a memory, so next time the fan is turned on using the power button, it will return to its last settings. For example, if the fan is on medium speed with the light on when the fan is turned off, the next time it is turned on, it will return with medium speed and the light on. The fan speed button will cycle through the fan's 3 speeds. Press once for high speed, twice for medium speed, 3 times for low speed, and another time to turn it off. Press the remote light button to turn the light on. Press it again to turn it off. Press and hold to cycle through the dimming. Release the button once the desired brightness is achieved. The comfort breeze setting randomly alternates the fan's 3 speeds to create an organic wind effect. Press the button to start the comfort breeze mode. Press the button again to disable the feature. The fan timer button will automatically turn the fan off at a desired setting. Press once to turn the fan off in 2 hours, twice for 4 hours, and 3 times for 8 hours. Press one more time to disable the timer. Congratulations! Your ceiling fan installation is now complete. Time to grab a nice tall beverage and sit back and relax and enjoy your new ceiling fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe down below, and that'll help other people find the video as well. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.